welcome. It's Elle. How you doing today? So I know I said I was gonna take a break, but I did find some goodies recently, so I have even more fruit trees that I'm gonna be planting today. So I was just, casually strolling around my local nursery as I like to do, once a week as a treat to myself because I love being around plants and seeing, especially right now, everything they're getting in at the nursery is just so vibrant and beautiful and there's so many flowers. So there I was strolling and I found a little section with some really unique trees. And I will admit, now that I've pretty much acquired most of everything of my dreams, like I have oranges, avocados, apples, cherries, nectarines, peaches, I'm starting to get into stuff that's like a little bit more niche. And so I'm interested in trying things that are more unique. And so I'll show you what I found. But basically, I found a lychee tree and a starfruit tree. And then I also went ahead and purchased another blueberry. So let's go ahead and get everything planted and I'll show you, exactly what I got and give you a little bit more information about it. Alright, so here are the new plants that I just bought. I'm super excited. So on the right is the new starfruit and on the left is the lychee. This is the sweetheart variety. It looks so full and great. The starfruit looks a little bit lanky and neglected, but I got the Sri Kambangan, I think that's how you say it, variety. I'm going to be giving this a little bit of a chop, and as you can see, the container also looks like it needs more soil, so it's probably been sitting in the corner of the nursery for a little bit, so you can say maybe this plant was a rescue. And then here are the dragonfruit varieties. So the previous plants I got from my local nursery. The dragon fruits I got from Home Depot. So I got the Mystic Red and the yellow dragon fruit. It doesn't exactly say what varieties, but basically it's a red and a yellow variety. And then this sharp blue blueberry I found at Lowe's for about $25, and it was such a good deal. This is another great low chill blueberry, and you can see it has some fruit on it already, so that's pretty exciting. Alright, so for some background onto these plants, starting with the Sweetheart Lychee. After looking online, this is supposed to produce May to July and sometimes even extends up into September, probably in warmer regions, and I spent about $85 for this tree. Then the starfruit is the Sri Kambangan variety, and online it says it should produce from August to March, and I paid $70 for this tree. As far as the dragonfruit, it says that dragonfruit season is basically from June to September, and I paid about $22 for each variety. And then last but not least, my new sharp blue blueberry is supposed to produce from May to June, and it only requires 150 to 250 chill hours, and it only cost me $25. Super cheap. So I definitely feel like I spotted a good deal when I saw this. Now, I did go online and I looked up different starfruit varieties and what people were recommending. And there were a few top things that I saw. So I saw the Sri Kambangan recommended. Some people also recommended the Flang Twang. I don't know how you say that. The Carrie was also a big one. And then the Bell was another name that I saw pretty frequently. So I feel like a lot of people had the Carrie, but when it came to flavor, I think the Bell was one of the top highly raved about varieties. I mean, taste is subjective, but I definitely like to get some input from what people are saying. So when I saw the Sri Kambangan variety at my local nursery, I knew that it was one of the ones that was talked about. And then I went online and I went to larafarms.com and I got the Bell Starfruit. And so that's coming in the mail and I'll be unboxing from that company for the first time soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then I had been seeing Dragonfruit at Home Depot and I initially did not grab it. And then I thought about it, and when you buy it from the store, it's super expensive. It's like $5. And it's not the flavor that it's supposed to be because dragon fruit is supposed to ripen on the vine. So it's picked unripe, and so that way it's shipped better and travels better, but it doesn't taste the way that it's supposed to. So I definitely am curious about tasting homegrown dragon fruit. Now, another thing that I did recently is I ordered a tropical fruit box from Miami Fruit, and I'm really excited to try a bunch of new tropical fruit that we've never tasted before. I'm also going to be using that for some ideas, so if I like something, I want to try to grow it. Maybe in the future, I'll have a little greenhouse for my more tropical fruits, especially for the winter time. We'll see what we end up liking, but I'm definitely getting towards the end of my fruit tree collection, I think. And I'm going to be redirecting my efforts towards more vegetable gardening. So I am in the process of building a garden bed. So that video is coming real soon. And we actually flame burn treat it. It's a Japanese wood burning technique. And so it was a lot of fun. And I'm excited to get my first garden bed going. All right, so here are the finished results after I planted everything. They look so great in their new homes. Their roots are going to have so much more room to grow and allow the trees to get bigger. This starfruit was definitely, I feel like it was neglected in a little corner of the nursery, so I'm happy to take it in and give it a good life. And then eventually one day we'll try some dragon fruit. Now here are some garden updates. So I planted a bunch of lettuce greens. So I have chard, kale, lettuce, bok choy, butter crunch lettuce, romaine lettuce, and also some spinach growing here. After my seed starts kind of fell over, I decided to direct sow outside. Here is my Roma tomato. It's getting bigger and bigger. I also decided to plant more Gardener's Delight tomato outside. Got some more cat grass growing. And then my grape tomato has 2 little tomatoes growing on it. They're teeny tiny right now, but yeah, that's pretty exciting. And then here I decided to start sowing some seeds for the late spring and summer. So we have squash, dark green zucchini, cantaloupe, and gray zucchini. I forgot to show I also planted some watermelon and cantaloupe. So here is my Coro Champagne cherry tree. So I gave it a big heading chop and it's coming back. Look at all those sprouts. I'm super excited to see that. So yeah, this Skina cherry also has a one little sprout on the backside. So I'm so relieved to see that despite, the trees getting so big and me chopping them down so dramatically that they're coming back. I mean, everything's just flushing with new growth. I cannot wait until, the later parts of the spring. My garden's gonna look so green and so lush. It's already looking so beautiful, especially with these flowers that I added to encourage the pollinators. So yeah, I'm just feeling super excited. Look at all this green growth. It looks so awesome. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me and watching. And you have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget, go plant a tree. Bye.